everybody. I have the distinct pleasure of sitting with three friends of mine. One of the very lovely First Lady of our great Guam, Miss Christine Calvo. First Lady, thank you.
Thank you, Jason, for coming up and visiting us today.
All right, well, we are here right now in Government House in beautiful Agana Heights. It's somewhat of unfavorable weather here today, but the spirits are very, very high because I'm being joined by Dr. Lisa Luder and Jeremy Cohen, and they are with an extremely well put together presentation that everybody out there is going to love. First Lady, why don't you tell us about it?
We have a great event, a benefit gala musical being performed tomorrow evening here at Government House. We have many sponsors that we'd like to thank, but most importantly, to come in and join in this great musical event. Dr. Luder, the founder of Cantate and artistic director, joining us this afternoon as they do their dress rehearsals, and Jeremy also. Welcome to Guam again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the musical styles and what is the theme that people can expect to hear tomorrow.
For the benefit, our big feature is Quartet San Francisco. Jeremy Cohen is their artistic director, and they perform what you might not expect, which is just about every style except classical string quartet music. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have Pick Up the Pieces and Bohemian Rhapsody and the Pink Panther and just everything you can imagine. They're all classically trained musicians, and they're absolutely extraordinary, which is why they've been nominated for several Grammy Awards.
Outstanding. Now, Jeremy, I want to ask you something about that, because how is it taking traditional, pop songs or maybe songs that have more of a contemporary theme and actually translating that to classical instruments and arranging those, for a broader scope of musician?
It's just a contemporary style of a classical tradition. I grew up listening to the sounds of the Beatles and the Pink Panther theme and was studying classical violin at that time. And I would, frankly, when I was a kid, play along with records. And, I was a great singer in the shower, of course. I try to keep it. I try to keep it there. But I've, developed my voice on violin. And so there wasn't enough material for string players of these genres of music that we were listening to as kids. So a few years ago, I started writing original music and arranging some of this classic stuff like Bohemian Rhapsody and Beatles tunes and a lot of tangos and music for string quartet, because it was the stuff I wanted to play. So that's simple. Then we started making albums, and we started getting some nice recognition for it. The Grammys were very kind to us.
Do you find that you have greater freedom or expression when you can actually, maybe stretch those parts out over a greater variety? Because, you can do a lot more things perhaps on a violin that you would not be able to do, with a traditional 3 or 4 piece band. Or
it's similar, except for the fact that we don't really have a rhythm section like bands, typical bands. So we have to create a lot of that energy ourselves with string instruments. So we do have to sort of explore a lot of alternative styles to bring rhythm and, groove where we don't have a drum set. We have to sort of create our own. So we do some unusual rhythmic things to make the group sound the way it does, and I think people really like it.
Well, there's a lot of fans here on the island of Bohemian Rhapsody. There are at least 1,000 different covers and everything like that, so surely you guys are going to make us all happy with that. We can't wait to hear that.
We can't wait to play it for you. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and bring the First Lady back into the fold now, because this is a ongoing concern of yours, to not only celebrate Guam's own culture and our own heritage and celebrate the island lifestyle, but also expose the local people to other types of culture and, do that to benefit the Rigalu Foundation. And talk about what this ongoing mission is of yours.
Well, the Rigalu Foundation, it's the First Lady's Foundation, the word Rigalu meaning gift. The Rigalu Foundation has 3 initiatives in foster care, early childhood development, and sports tourism. Right now we're promoting music and the arts for music, and so we just bringing something together like this as a benefit to the foundation. The Rigalu Foundation really helps us to keep up with our projects and the needs of some of the needs of our community that we can help with. So.
Okay. So we'll give the last question to the lovely Dr. Luder. You've been here and you've been working very hard, rehearsing, and of course, getting all the parts together, fine-tuning all the little parts. As is the case with Island Hospitality, have you had the chance to actually kind of get around and experience, well, weather aside, what all the other wonderful things we have here on the island? You are from New York, of course.
Yes, I'm from New York, but I lived on Guam for 4 years, and Guam still feels like my home. Just being back with my friends, being back with Cantate is really like coming home. No exaggeration. So the beauty of the island, all those things, it's just like coming back to paradise.
All right, well, we're very happy to have you here, and we can't wait to partake of the wonderful music that you have waiting for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, and First Lady, always a pleasure. Thank you for having us here at Government House.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, so stay tuned because we will be right back right after these messages. Fiesta Friday continues after this.